doing the podcast, but this was important. So today being the market expiry, of course, it's a monthly expiry. The first expiry for Jan 2023, or the first monthly expiry for 2023. So of course things are going to be volatile, and it has been volatile for all these days. And this is just the expiry before the union budget as well. So definitely markets are going to be volatile, and the monthly expiry yesterday also, if you see, the market were volatile, and not only that, we could see it going below 18,100, but then some recovery happened, and we could see the Nifty closing above 18,100. But then, if you see yesterday, again, the institutions have gone on, especially the FIAs have gone on a selling mode for almost 700 crores. But the DIAs have continued to support by buying for more than 1,000 crores. So things are, of course, looking kind of dicey, because every day the foreign institutions are selling and domestic institutions are buying. So that's something which is, again, bringing all these weakness in the market. So now, as on today, the major focus would be, of course, on 18,080. That is a resistance. If that is broken, then 18,000 is the next level. And in fact, we are going to see a gap down opening today, because US markets have actually closed in the negative yesterday. In fact, US markets were in a deep negative, but then by end of the day, they recovered a lot, and Dow actually closed in the positive, but Nasdaq and S&P 500 have closed in the negative. So it's a small negative though. So definitely. Yes. So, if you look at the US market closed in negative as we discussed. So, majorly there was weakness seen because Microsoft announced its results. The results were kind of decent, but earning per share has actually gone down slightly than expectation, and also the guidance for the next quarter is lower. So, this kind of brought the weakness in the Nasdaq, and we could see almost every stock in the Nasdaq actually closing in the red. So, but of course, one good thing was the recovery that happened by end of the day in the US. That was something good. Meanwhile, there was also a technical glitch in the New York Stock Exchange, which led to halting of trading for some time. But then it was rectified soon and brought back to activity. So, such things do happen in the US as well. So, apart from some stock specific news, we could see TVS Motors coming up with good results. Maruti came up with very good results, in fact, better than expected. That was something surprising to me as well. But then, of course, today, if you look at the major focus would be on Tata Motors, because Tata Motors results are to be announced today. So that's something to be looked at. DLF is also announcing its result today. So these are two stocks to be watched. If you look at the heavyweights, HDFC Twins have been doing really good for this entire week. Hopefully they do the well today as well. But if you look, the major weakness has been coming in from Reliance, which is kind of acting very bearish for some time. So Reliance has to be watched. If Reliance stays bearish today, then there are chances that we could actually go lower. But if Reliance very close to its a very good support, if it recovers, then probably we could see Nifty kind of going above and closing slightly higher. So like we discussed, SGX Nifty is already indicating a small gap down opening. So we might see a gap down opening today. And if the gap down opening happens, one good thing is that of course there will be some more sell off in the initial, but then there might be a recovery by mid or later part of the day, and that could be a good chance. And but then things are going to be volatile, of course. I'm being a monthly volatility, so I'm actually looking at squaring off my positions early in the morning with some good profit, and then probably looking forward to taking the next week's trade. So that's the plan for now. Let's look forward to a beautiful expiry, and let's look at making good profits. So being a as I'm not at office, so it will be a quick short podcast. So with that, we end the podcast for the day. Wishing you all a great day ahead. But before you leave, do press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye. Let us discuss more about it day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is a market holiday because of the Republic Day. So wishing you all a happy Republic Day in advance. Goodbye.